Hello, welcome back to another game of Super Metroid Randomizer League Season 3. And today our matchup will be Farflu from the team Last Minute and Rogue DS from the team Forgotten Highway. We are in week 5 of 7 in the regular season. So this will be a major minor logic with Boss Rando. And looking at the standings, it looks like both of these teams are currently toward the bottom of the divisions, but that's fine because, again, with several weeks still remaining, it makes it even more important to try to get a win streak in to sneak into those final playoff spots. So actually a really important match for both these teams. And looks like some palette swaps from both of these players. It's a very interesting, well, Samus. Not sure if that's Samus from Farfaloo. Yeah, that's a interesting Mega Man sprite. And we'll start off with a vanilla morphing ball. Arrows to be the first one to see on the ceiling. The ceiling item is a reserve tank. So unfortunately, not exactly the nicest first item. Doesn't look like Rogue is gonna plan to grab that one. Farflu misses the first D boost. Gonna first grab that minor item. And it looks like the minor items were both supers. So we will need one of 3 items to appear at the Bomb Terizo. Farflu 7 more trouble D-boost, but gets the backup using the Gamer. Very nice. Yes, right now, since with the lack of bombs or power bombs, we will not be able to make any minor checks on the way to the Bomb Terizo. And as Farflu is approaching the BT location, it will be one of 3 items: Bomb, Screw Attack, or Speed Booster. And it is Screw Attack. Screw Attack, obviously not really needed for progression in situations besides this one, but I mean, getting as a first item is obviously really nice, as that, makes any enemy null and void, just because you can Screw Attack right through them. And it also opens up this gauntlet check for the major item, although unfortunately they won't be able to check the minor item, because again, no bombs or power bombs. And on the other hand, looks like Rogue is gonna skip that check. Yeah, it is a slow check, and it cannot be one of the two suits. So we'll see if Rogue ends up missing out on something important here, as he picks up the first E-Tank at Terminator. And the gauntlet item is just an E-Tank, unfortunately. But Farflu will be totally fine with picking that up, since he did not have an E-Tank yet. And another E-Tank at the Prince Star Reserve. And we've only seen missiles so far under the bridge and behind the reserve location. Now the Rumpel missiles in the back, at the very back, I believe they were not in logic anymore for the first power bombs, but I could be wrong on that. I mean, it could still be a pack of power bombs, just not the first logical power bombs. And more missiles up here at first supers. So it looks like, at the very least, they're going to have to skip the Atakun's location for now. And as Rogue makes his way through Big Pink, still no sign of those power bombs, so all of these checks will have to be put on hold again. We got one more kind of convenient minor location here at the Green Hill Zone, but it's just missiles. So really looking like, unfortunately, a late power bomb. See, yet again, we've seen actually quite a few of those in the last couple of days. And given that they have the screw attack, actually, that further locks out a lot of more locations, such as Kraid's Lair and the Crocomire area. The Rogue gonna decide to go down. Quite sensible, since going up is a huge risk, since it's a one-way. Just to gamble on the Alpha PB location. And Spazer is yet another E-Tank. So with, well, Farflu will have 4 E-Tanks and 1 reserve by the time he gets to Spazer, so definitely putting those power runs into logic. And Rogue making his way into Business Center. He can grab the high jump item. For the ice beam item, he can check it, but won't be able to keep it unless he has, again, those bombs or power bombs to get out. And at high jump, we have another E-Tank. And that'll be good for Rogue since he missed out on that Gauntlet E-Tank. That'll make the probable Hell Run coming up quite easier. We see that both miners in the high jump are just missiles. Still no sign of those power bombs. Yeah, and you can't. Okay, he is able to shoot that block out. So Rogue has the option to check the ice beam item. I personally wouldn't, just because I mean the only item that would let him get out are I believe the regular bombs. So probably not worth check there. Unless he really values it, but looks like he is gonna go check. And it's just another E-Tank, so we should see a reset here. He has not reset, so fortunately he's going to have to realize pretty soon that he's unable to leave this ice beam area. And Farflu taking a nice save as well. Always remember to save. And yes, he should realize it now that he is unable to leave the ice beam escape. As he tries to screw attack to block, but yeah, fortunately screw attack doesn't work that way. Meanwhile, Farflu, okay, he's not gonna bother checking ice. He's going straight through the cathedral. And putting that screw attack to good use. And keep in mind, with the number of E-Tanks we have seen, the cathedral location, minor item location, is in logic for those first power bombs as well. I actually certainly do not wish that on these players either. Farflu did not check the location, so we do not know if there are power bombs there. As we see still more missiles in Bubble Mountain. And meanwhile, Rogue is going through his Cathedral Hell Run as well. Nice wall jump to get up Bubble Mountain. Oh, Rogue falling into the lava. That's probably not gonna work. Yep. Gonna have to try that Hell Run again. Good thing, of course, that he saved. And looks like he's just gonna leave. There's not really, well, you can't really do anything here besides gamble on the Alpha PB's minor location and grab the gauntlet item. But getting that, we know what's at gauntlet. Getting the extra E-Tank will definitely help him if he has to come back. If Alpha BBs is indeed a PB pack, that would be even better for him. Meanwhile, Farflu, able to check that speed booster location, grabs yet another E-Tank. And we're, very healthy seed. We have not seen anything besides E-Tanks after that screw attack. Oh, and also that, yeah, looks like that minor item location was still no power bombs. Yeah, this is a pretty trolly seed, at least in the early part. Oh yes, chat mentioning as well. Yes, Spore Spawn is possible for those first power bomb. That's a good point. And gravity suit found by Farflu at the wave beam location. You do not see that often, finding gravity before power bombs. And unfortunately for Rogue, it is just a pack of supers at the Alpha PBs. So he is going to have to make the entire loop all the way back through Brinstar to the hell runs through the cathedral. And yeah, I assume he will definitely pick up at least the extra E-Tank and Gauntlet on the way. And again, that gravity suit, of course, is nice, but I mean, it doesn't really do him anything since you can't even access Meridia or any of the boss locations. And also, no convenient way to get to that Norfair Reserve. The D-boost is in logic, but definitely not something that is very easy to do on the fly if you aren't an experienced runner. But actually, considering where we are in the seed, there really isn't anywhere else problems could be, actually. We're down to the Norfair Reserve miners and Cathedral and Spore Spawn. Alright, so Farfel is going to set up for the D-boost. Oh, unfortunately misses it first try. And he's going to have to go back into the save room to try that again. Also, always, as well, take a good save. Yeah, so at least Farfel should know that there's only a few locations in his mind that could have the power bombs. He's going to try to set up for this D-boost again. Oh, did not get the correct angle. And unfortunately, and he is... Okay, he's going straight for Cathedral now. Gonna give up on that North Reserve location. Which is, again, unfortunate because there are 2 minor items there, so even more probability that the power bombs are there. We will see this Cathedral, and it is just missiles, unfortunately. Wow. So, it's... I mean, this is rough. I mean, because it's either Spore Spawn or it's Norfair Reserve Miners. And neither of those locations are very friendly, I should say, to say the least, or close to each other. And Farfel is going to make the play. looks like he's taking some health refills first, but looks like he's gonna make the play back to Spore Spawn first. What is this? He's still farming. Not sure what room he's farming for. Oh, I guess unless he's trying to make his way back to the cathedral or for reserve. Yeah, unfortunately, this farm is going to take him quite a while, considering how many E-tanks he has. And I mean, Rogue definitely needs this time to catch up, since he was majorly sidetracked. Although Rogue is making his way back to Blueprint Star. I don't think there's anything. Oh, he can check this. Oh, the old Mother Brain. That is a good point. Wow, the old Mother Brain. If this is power bombs. Oh, and it is power bombs. Oh my god. I completely forgot about this myself. That's quite huge for Rogue. Because if Farfelu does not find power bombs anywhere over here or at Spore Spawn, that's actually gonna give Rogue a huge lead. I'm not sure why Farfelu is here again, by the way. I believe, yeah, he already checked that ice cream location. Sees the E-tank again, and it's gonna take a reset. Okay, it looks like it was Rogue that checked, that was one to check it. So, I mean, at this point, considering where Farfelu is, I really kind of have to hope that he finds the power bombs. Oh, and he gets the D-boost. Very nice. All right, so let's see what's over here at the North Fair Reserve. It is just a super pack, and the second item. Oh, it's just a missile. So Farfelu will have to backtrack. At least we get to see this major item location, plasma beam. I mean, really great pickup when you still got the pea shooter, but of course, not progression by any means. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, Rogue has definitely taken the lead. Just because Farfelu is forced to go all the way back to Brinstar at a minimum. I mean, the Spore Spawn location could still definitely have power bombs, but that's not a check you want to do. So, other than that, yeah, I mean, old Mother Brain is the only location left for him. And Rogue, meanwhile, doing his green Brinstar checks now with those power bombs and finds a very nice speed booster. Rogue did check Alpha PBs on the way up here. We know those are also not PBs. Yeah, I think the only location we have not seen is Spore Spawn. Oh, and I mean Romp Appeal, although those are not in logic, of course. Although, I mean, I could be wrong. I believe the Romp Appeal missiles they used to be in logic, and now they were recently removed. Oh no, Rogue, no, falling down the Shine Spark shaft, but I mean, thankfully has plenty of energy to get out. You don't want to be soft locked down there. Oh wait, no, the speed blocks don't respawn. Okay, that's a big difference too. also not sure where is... Oh, Farflu making his way down toward Crocmire, I guess? I actually didn't even know he could get down here with the items that he has. I mean, it is a very long trek. Okay, but I guess... Yeah, so... He is able to get to Crocmire. I'm not actually positive whether this was in logic. But again, for his sake, I do hope he does find power bombs down here in Croc's area. Yeah, a very pale, sickly-looking Croc. And Farflu is not gonna take the spacer beam, not with already having the plasma. Yeah, and Rogue skipped Wave Gate. Interesting. Well, he has or no, he doesn't have gravity. Well, we know where gravity is. So could bite him if it is something like Variasuit there. And Farflu with a very nice Green Gate glitch again, as he makes his way toward the grapple beam location. And unfortunately, it's just another E-Tank. So, I mean, honestly, a very empty seat so far for progression, just besides that single gravity suit. As Rogue, in the meantime, looks like he's just going straight down toward Crocmire as well, taking the intended Croc Speedway. And he will, unfortunately, not be pleased to find what Croc is holding today either. Yes. No, I mean, Wreck Ship just needs power bombs, since the CWJ is in logic. Well, power bombs and super missiles, of course. And yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't believe it's even possible to get up to the Croc PB area. I mean, it looks like he's trying to use that Ripper to do a deboost. Meanwhile, Croc is boiling a very painful death. Then Rogue is probably, looks like he's gonna leave the item for later on the way out. And gonna take another safety save. See. Oh, okay. I think in his mind, again, I mean, I do not envy the position these runners are in. I mean, in his mind, he might be thinking, this is still this is a place that power bombs could be at. And if he gives up on it, he wants to at least have a save to reset to. If he goes to check another location that's far away. And Rogue able to do the fast check to grapple beam with that speed booster. And picks up his 8th E-tank. So considering the order, at least that Rogue is making these checks, he is in the lead. I mean, it is pretty likely he just goes over to Bulb Mountain, makes those checks. The Norfair Reserve will again, unfortunately, be not an easy check for him to do. But if he can get the deep boost, he'll be able to grab the item. So, and given that we know what's in Bulb Mountain, the gravity suit, it's probably gonna push him. I mean, at the very least, he's got to check. He can finally check our first boss location. We don't even know where the bosses are yet. And yeah, no, they have not checked Kraid. Because Rogue is able to defeat 3 out of the 4 bosses once he picks up that gravity suit. And I mean, it's really up to the boss to tell him where to go in terms of progression. Since we still do not have any, or at least many locations unlocked. Oh, although I guess with the speed booster, the Meridia boss is in logic now as well. Blue cutting it very close, but is able to get out of the wave beam hallway. And he's gonna have to farm up again at. Okay, ooh, he needs probably wants a little more energy. And Rogue is now also at Bubble Mountain. And oh, unfortunately he got the wall jump, but morphed, so he's gonna have to attempt this again. While Farflu is on his way out again through the cathedral. Bro gets the wall jump this time, very nice. And he's going to begin his 3 Bubble Mountain checks, which we know what they are. Not anything that he's going to be able to at least stay in the area for. He's going to have to leave through the... Well, he's going to have to do also a reverse Cathedral Hell Run again. Not... Oh, actually, no, he won't have to. He has Speed Booster. Wow, that's a good thing for him. I do not... If I had to do the Cathedral Hell Run multiple times, that would not be very fun. Yeah, he picks up that E-Tank. Which, I mean, he would probably be happy to see it. I mean, not having to farm anymore. He's already up to 9 E-Tanks for these Hell Runs. And in the meantime, we'll see where Farflu tries to gamble for his power bombs. We know where a pack are, at least the first logical ones are. But he could also, well, in his mind, he could either go up to the Alpha PBs or even gamble on the Spore Spawn location. And it looks like he is, thankfully for him, he is making the right decision and going up. While Rogue is about to pick up his gravity suit. Well, I mean, we first had to check Kraid, right? Obviously, see what's there. But I mean, considering the amount of locations we have, and he has Grav and Speed Booster, at the very least, he should check some, if not all, of Meridia. Because if Fantoon is not at a convenient place, like for example, Lower Norfair, there's not even anything to do in the wreck ship, fortunately. We're gonna take a short farm on his way out of Norfair. Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty good guess of about the runners are thinking, and it's probably gonna involve language that I cannot repeat on stream. Although I do not see, I mean, I don't see any comments in SRL chat, in the SRL chat at least. And Farfelu is thankfully remembering the old Mother Brain location. He will, at long last, at 39 minutes, pick up his first power bombs. Huge sigh of relief, but definitely cannot be very pleased with how the seed's going. Considering all the checks he had to do. Rogue, remembering to turn back on that speed booster to get through the Frog Speedway. mean, can we get these runners any items in general? We are still very, very, very poor in terms of this item loadout. And Rogue is on his way over now to Kraid's lair. While Farflu is actually checking the wave gate location. And Rogue did not see this, so if this is a very important item, Farflu could catch up. And it's Grapple Beam. Grapple is, I mean, quite useful. It does not really put anything, at least any locations in logic besides X-Ray, but again, that gives give him the option to check that item location as well on the way down. Rogue taking the appropriate save for seeing what's over here at Kraid. And, I mean, yeah, 42 minutes. 42 minutes, and we finally get to see our first boss. And it is Dragon. So, again, with the gravity suit, can totally defeat Dragon. But we'll have to either use ammo or shine sparks. It looks like Rogue is going for the intended ammo kill. Oh, unfortunately, I think laid that power bomb just a bit early. He's gonna have to wriggle his way out of Dragon's clutches. While Farflu, with the speed booster grab, can now check this waterway location. And decides to pick up the E-Tank still. Quite interesting, considering he was at full with 8 E-Tanks. I mean, maybe in his mind he could be thinking of doing a suitless Ridley fight, since that is possible. Rogue, meanwhile, is kind of low in health. He's got to be careful here. Should use this the goop to grab some health. Oh no, I'm not sure if it spawns health if he power bombs it. Oh, he's one hit away. He's one hit away. Please, Rogue. Please, Rogue. Just farm up. Just farm up. And Farflu is going to make the X-ray check, of course. Oh, I actually missed what was an X-ray, but it looks like, unfortunately, it was just probably another E-tank or reserve tank. Oh, and Rogue is able to take Dragon down. Thankfully. I mean, he did have a save, so it wouldn't have been a huge time loss, but close fight for him. And is rewarded with just the regular bombs. So considering this is where Dragon was, I mean it's really just Meridia that is open. He does have the bot wound access, but has the alternative way to take the back door and skip the bot wound fight altogether. Additionally, that does open up the plasma beam location to check early before the boss that is at Dragon's location, which we know is not Dragon. And meanwhile, it looks like Farfelu is going to just skip the crate boss. I'm not sure if I completely agree with this, but again, in his mind, well, he could think he's behind, but I'm still not that sure about this play again because he eventually has to go at least check or defeat that boss. He just saw the Mama Turtle location, which is yeah, again, another E-Tank. So yeah, he's continuing on. Well, we know again that thankfully for him, he's not missing out, at least on anything, unless Plasma hides something. Also going to check the Aqueduct Miners. Nice pack of supers there. So have no idea where Charge Beam is. So this could very well be a ammo strategy for these players. Marflu also is going to skip the sandpit location for now. While Rogue takes the Sloters refill. Shout out to Sloters. I believe both players have stopped at that refill in this race. Looks like Bot Wound was just another E-Tank, unfortunately. And Rogue is now making his way into Meridia. So yeah, even though Barflu took a lot longer to find the power bombs, it's still a pretty close race, actually. Rogue is, I mean, behind in the location, but has the advantage of taking down that first boss and having access to the plasma beam location. Yeah, in terms of the if Farflu were able to, if he happens to see Ridley here at Dracon's location, it can definitely do the fight. He has more than enough supers, and I mean 8 E-Tanks is definitely more than enough as well in terms of time. Yeah, I believe, at least realistically, if you want, if you have the 30 supers for a suitless fight, you'd want, I'd say, around 5 or maybe 6 E-Tanks. And we find a Kraid at Dragon. So, looks like Kraid and Dragon were swapped so far. Could have, so it's either Ridley and Bantoon in their vanilla locations, or those two are also swapped. Ooh, he fired his supers a bit early there, so we're going to have a dance with Kraid on Farflu's screen. Yeah, the Kraid is being here is actually good for Farfelu. If he decides to go down, he will be able to check Kraid's closet, Kraidy tank location on the way to Dragon. Oh, and a vanilla Various suit for Farfelu. That is an excellent pickup. Well, I should say vanilla in the sense of what Kraid's guarding, but not vanilla for the location, since technically they're in Meridia. Well, actually, no, it's vanilla, because a room connecting Kraid to the item is vanilla. Just the area itself is swapped. Oh, and Rogue is... I'm not sure if he said the Aqueduct. He's making the play over the Sand Pit, which unfortunately is not... probably not going to pay off for him, but it still could be something like a Charge Beam. Unfortunately, it is just an X-Ray, and that's not really something he'd want, since he does not even have the Plasma Beam that Farflu picked up. And yeah, this is unfortunate for Rogue. I mean, because he looks like he's going over to the Plasma Beam location, and like this is not a bad play at all. But just considering where Vera was, it just worked out for Farflu right now. So yes, we are still on the lookout for minimum Charge Beam. I think that's the only item we... Actually, no, we still need... Oh, no, bombs... Okay, we need a way to get through Worth's room, but bombs will do that. And we know where bombs are. Farflu will be able to pick those up. So I think it is just technically Charge Beam for Go mode. Ooh, an Ice Beam at Plasma. That's quite a good pickup. I mean, again, not explicitly required, but it's going to make Turian a lot faster. And also, since he was only at 10 power bombs, won't have to at least look for that third power bomb pack. And Farflu is check the Kraid E-Tank location. Oh, and it's Charge Beam! Wow, that definitely puts Farflu into the lead now. That, I mean, as we said, that was the last item we needed for Go mode. I mean, he is now definitely in Go mode. It's, you know, it's a pretty sparse loadout, but, I mean, he's going to pick up these bombs behind Dragon, and that's all the items he needs that he's going to need to complete the seed. So while on the other hand, it's pretty likely Rogue is gonna follow the same path as Farflu once he defeats the defeats Kraid. But yeah, it's just a routing as Farflu takes the lead again. It's been a very, very entertaining back and forth race from these players. And also, since he had picked up both the Plasma and X-Ray, this will be a microwave Dragon fight. With only Plasma, it's really hard to get that one shot in. We'll probably just microwave Dragon again right here. Yep, and takes her down. Well, the good thing about again, Rogue, I completely understand the route that Rogue is taking, because for him, he's like, okay, if I go up here to Plasma, I can take the back door and not have to fight Bot Wound. That might save me some time. So he's gonna check the Spot Wound item from behind. He's just the E-Tank. Looks like he will skip that. And yeah, as Farflu did pick up those bombs, he is able to make his way down into Lower Norfair. We know that the two remaining bosses are Phantoon and Ridley. Rogue probably feeling a bit nervous of what boss could be coming up at Dragon's spot, since if it was Ridley, his ammo would barely be sufficient at all, but thankfully we know it is just Kraid. Very nice gravity jump for Farflu, and he will make his way into Lower Norfair. And Rogue definitely, please save. Well, he doesn't have to, but for his sake, please save. Yes, correct. Yeah, no, Farflu, I mean, his like I said, his item loadout is definitely not great. He would love to have high jump or space jump or the ice beam, but he has his way, you know, the way to get through Worst Room. All he needs to do is defeat the boss here, make his way all the way up to Phantoon's boss room, and take down that boss. He still has, I mean, he has a lot of pretty fast checks. I like how he skipped the screw attack location. But he definitely, you know, checking Fire Fleas, I say, is worth the time. If Ridley's vanilla, checking Ridley's item, definitely worth the time. And probably, I'd say, Wreckship Supers as well. Looks like we are going to have a great stand-up glitch on the right side, but sits Kraid down quite quickly. Week 6 will be full rando with random start location, so you can imagine the early game will be quite trolling those. And week 7, and If you thought boss Rando was confusing, week 7 we got area Rando on top of the boss Rando. So the players will have their work cut out for them. Oh no, Farfaloo falling into the lava, falling into the acid. Sorry. Gotta be really careful here. Thankfully, he has a lot of E-tanks to get out, but I mean, every additional time spent down here. Okay, he's out for now. Oh, 7. I'm not sure. I mean, it probably is co-op. I mean, I guess it has to be, because that would be really difficult one-on-one. And meanwhile, Rogue has picked up his very suit, and he should know to go down toward Lord Nerfer as well. Although, actually, considering the order, he needs to go to Crate's E-Tank location to pick up charge, which is not a guarantee. And Farfaloo switching on that microwave beam, or not, sorry, not microwave beam, grapple beam, the farm beam. It's gonna farm up some energy for the upcoming fight, which could be either Fantoon or Ridley. And it is Fantoon. So, I mean, he did have the ammo for Ridley, but he's probably pretty pleased to see the Fantoon has him. He does actually have the microwave, making this fight a lot easier. And there it is. Fantoon is down. And will Rogue check the Crate E-Tank location? Yes, he does. That is really good for him. Unfortunately, it's still, he's still behind, but at least it is possible for him to catch up, given that he will also now be in go mode. I mean, I think the roughest part is actually the fact that he does not have the plasma beam that Farfaloo picked up. That's going to make his boss fights, especially Mother Brain, quite slower. I mean, at least he has the ice. The ice helps make up a little bit of time. But yes, right now it is certainly Farfaloo's game to lose. Rogue, meanwhile, he's heading up into Meridia. Well, the only play I can imagine here is going up to the wreck ship location. But yeah, I can't really see any reason for this besides not being comfortable with this loadout for Norfair Worst Room. I am still quite surprised just because, I mean, doing infinite bomb jumps is, I know, obviously not nice, but it's one of the more, I say, forgiving tricks to do for Worst Room. But yeah, it looks like he is trying to make his way up to the wrecked ship, which unfortunately, I mean, it's not really anything that can pay off, and that's really gonna cost him time for routing purposes. Because for routing, if you could do every boss, you definitely always want to start at the bottom, like Ridley's location, and make your way up. Oh, that's fair as well. Yeah, lava dive without a high jump is definitely quite tricky. Having to do several wall jumps around the Namihe. So, yeah, that's probably that I imagine would be more likely of an issue for Rogue. Yeah, like you get to do a gravity jump, but since you don't have high jump, you'll end up around the at the Namihe and have to dodge his flames and do a couple more wall jumps to get up. So Farfalu is making his way over to the Ridley fight at the wrecked ship, which will be his last boss. He will be able to head to terrain after that. Rogue is able to infinite bomb jump his way. It's like up to the wrecked ship as well. And yeah, if Rogue wants more items, it is a little unfortunate that he will only be able to pick up Ridley's item. And actually, this fight as well, he has. I mean, just the ammo is enough to take down Ridley. But if he misses any shots, it will be kind of a long fight since Charge Ice Spazer, not the most powerful beam. On its own, you would need, I believe, 100 shots to take down Ridley. So Rogue enabling that speed booster again to set up for the boat spark. Oh, 14 goops to the first time. And meanwhile, Farfalu, with plenty of ammo for Ridley, this fight should not be too much of an issue. And Ridley is down. Meanwhile, Rogue is trying to do a gravity jump up to... Ooh, just a reserve tank behind Ridley. And that's not going to be good for Rogue, sadly, since he wanted an item. Yeah, this gravity jump is not very nice without high jump. So for his sake, I really hope he just does the IBJ. And looks like Farflu is not gonna bother with any more checks. He knows he's in go mode. He's gonna head just go straight over to Torian. And honestly, props to Rogue. I think this is, at least for me, this is the most times I've seen anyone have to turn on and off speed booster. Menuing, not fun. Super Metroid. And yeah, very nice high five as Rogue heads over to his Ridley fight. Ooh, Rogue playing a very nice super missile pack. So that in the spooky hallway, that puts him up to 30. So that will make the Ridley fight that much or less difficult at least. Since he doesn't have full ammo, so we'll probably have to use some amount of charge shots still. Ooh, Rogue unfortunately already missing, or at least blasting a couple missiles into Ridley's tail. Yeah, Ridley just turned red, so halfway done to the fight. Right now he needs 50 charge shots, has some missiles and power bombs to supplement his damage. And yeah, Farflu, no ice beam for him. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to powerbomb the Metroids down. Nice powerbomb strats so far, though. I see he's gotten double hits on a majority of those powerbombs. And a very purple baby Metroid on Farflu's screen. And yeah, not gonna go for the skip, considering he does not have high jump boots or wave. So, Rogue's gotta be careful here still. I think Ridley still needs a good, maybe 20 charge shots. And his health isn't looking that good. So, still not an easy fight for Rogue here. Really not being friendly either. Okay, finally there's a pogo. Yeah, gotta at least manipulate those pogos. Get more charge shots in. And Farflu, yeah, as well, he's gonna try to go for that speed Zeb skip. Oh, and looks like he got it. Very, very nice. That is, again, one of the harder short charges in the game. Oh, Rogue really low in health. No, he goes down. Oh, that's rough. He did have a save, at least. He's able to retry that fight again. But yeah, as I mentioned, considering he was not at full ammo, the charge ice spazer, not a very powerful beam combo. And Farflu with plenty of ammo, charged plasma, more than powerful enough. That's only a 40-shot fight, and with the extra supers he has, it should be a pretty simple Mother Brain to sequence. Ready in the catch-up phase. Actually taking two catch-ups to the face is Farflu. It doesn't look like he'll go for stand-up, I believe. With only plasma, not the best loadout. And Rogue is going down again. It looks like he's probably just gonna head to Lower Norfair. I do not blame him. He knows that with Ridley there, none of the wreck ship is available for him. So it's just one item he's really missing out on. And as the cutscene, Baby Metroid plays, I'd like to remind everyone to follow the runners. And today as well, giving a shout out to Egg here. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, for helping me track this race. Thank you. And also, we have a lot of races coming up today as well. Maniacal Magoo at 5 p.m. on Speed Gaming 2. That is definitely a very, very hype matchup. Nasirius versus Ace Zero at 7 p.m. also on Speed Gaming 2. And BF Robert versus Canadian Owl at 10 p.m. on Speed Gaming 3. So plenty more Randomizer League to come today, and there will be some races tomorrow as well. And with the tragic death of the baby Metroid, gives its power to Samus, as Samus is gonna slap Mother Brain 3 down with that all-powerful Rainbow Beam. Pretty clean Mother Brain 3 sequence from Farflu. And just escape left before he's able to finish and claim victory in this, well, let's say very long and arduous scene. to right there. Fortunately, he was unfortunately on the wrong pixel there. Or I say pixel, wrong platform. Barfleet going through the parlor does not save the animals. I always approve of that. And we have a dot done from Barflew with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 59 seconds. GG. What a seed. What a seed. And as I mentioned, since both these teams are currently toward the bottom of their divisions, a much needed win for Team Last Minute to hopefully go for a miracle run into those playoff qualifiers. And we're joined by Farfaloo. GG, and congrats on conquering this very unfriendly seed.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if the AS had the same problem as me. It's like I checked the time. My God, it was 39 minutes for the first powerbomb pack.
Yeah, he actually was able to pick up power bombs a lot earlier than you did. But I think what happened to him was there were a couple of items that he either skipped or was not comfortable doing, like the wave gate. And I mean, this seed was not very nice for movement either. So just movement was really rough. And I mean, even though you found the power bombs really late, everything after that was pretty optimal. You were able to find the suits and all your required items, so you still made a good time. Because with Rogue, I know another thing he did was he checked most of Meridia before taking down the boss, which, again, just a lot of things just added up to him, or at least you taking back the lead in the race.
Yeah, at least good point for me. At that point, I was Norfair was already all cleared. By the way, I don't know. I tried to find power bombs in the Kraid lair, not Kraid, but Croco. I did not manage to get the damage boost, but I don't know if it was in logic. That's why I took a save, because if power bombs were not at the old mother brain, I did not know where else it could be.
Yeah, so I even, like, when I saw you over there at Croc, I was even a little surprised myself. I'm not positive. I mean, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I don't think that area is in logic for power bombs if you don't have regular bombs. So at least we were discussing in chat. I think the only place we did not see was a spore spawn. Other than that, yeah, it had to be that old mother brain location.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I forgot about Spore Spawn, because
Yeah.
if there was no bombs there was no way out.
Yeah.
But yeah, after finding those power bombs, it was, I would not say nice, but enough. Yes, I could. I got lucky also after that, because I found Varia right away, and bombs for worse in the game. So all the routing after that was okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as I mentioned, like you had go mode, but it just was not a nice go mode. Definitely lots of items such as the high jump, space jump still nowhere to be seen. And I think, unfortunately, I missed the location, so I'm not sure where those items were. So yeah, anything else? Any other comments about the seed?
Not really. I think just it was really the tough beginning, but after, yeah, it was pretty nice. I did not play a lot of boss Rando, but clearly that one was the worst I've ever had. I'm looking forward to watch the restream back too. And thank you very much for commenting, tracking the restream. Also for the league, it's very appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, no problem. Yeah, thank you as well for the very entertaining race. I mean, this seed was not really about the boss Rando. It just was mostly those troll power bombs.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think I even forgot about that possible Mother Brain location until Rogue went back to check that. So yeah, it's pretty rough when you have to backtrack to pick up a logical item.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and yeah, congrats on your victory. So in the meantime, we do see Rogue. He will play out the seed. Good on him, and as well, he was able to make that a lava dive. So he's now in lower nerf here, going through the worst room in the game, and he's gonna have to IBJ up here. Oh no, he was. Oh, that's unfortunate. He was a little afraid of the Namihe flame, but moved out of the bomb a bit early. Have to IBJ up again. So I mean, IBJs are at least single bomb jumps, really not difficult, but it's just not unfun, given how slow you climb with the single bomb jump. Takes quite a while. And gets it this time. Very nice. Although with his health, let's hope he hopefully he's careful enough and makes his way through the amphitheater, because that, I mean, even though this is called worst room, I personally consider amphitheater the worst room in the game. Smartly, it looks like he's gonna turning off. Oh, it looks like okay, he's gonna crystal flash. That's pretty smart too. He knows it's fan tuned down here, so he doesn't really need the ammo. And yes, I was gonna say amphitheater, actually the worst room in the game, considering he doesn't have high jump or space jump. And I'm gonna execute that crystal flash right now. And very nice. Makes his way out of amphitheater. And oh, it looks like he will go check fire fleas. And I definitely know he will be happy to see what is over here at the fire flea location. As he picks up the very nice space jump. Finally, at long last, at least no more difficult movement to go up to high places. Oh no! Oh no! Rogue, I forgot. He needs a super. Yeah, he's gonna have to try to farm. Oh, wait a moment. Okay, no, he has bombs. Okay, bombs are fine here. He does not need power bombs here. Yeah, bombs coming in clutch. He needs to farm a super missile. Probably. I mean, these key hunters have a decent chance of dropping a super, I believe. Yep, he gets that super there. Very nice. Looks like Rogue still wanted more ammo. But I'm a little surprised since he did, I believe he only needed one super, just for the door. But I mean, a very welcome sight to pick up yet another pack. And he can easily make his way down toward Ridley's lair, which, well, it doesn't have Ridley in the seat, it has a Fantoon. Oh yeah, so chat asking about the timer. I think unfortunately the Rogue's timer was not it was a little too far zoomed in, so we're unable to see the left 2 digits of his timer. I believe it is. We started at 3 o'clock Eastern. It should be, I should say, 1 hour 36 minutes. Those are the left 2 digits. As Rogue is starting his Fantoon fight. Fantoon, very, very red. Just needs one more super. Yep, and Fantoon is down. Rogue is finally, at long last, made his way out of Norfair. That's done with. He can head back to Ridley and it's gonna have a much easier fight this time with that plasma beam and additional ammo. Unfortunately, it looks like we have a bit of a stream issue. Yeah, probably on his end. As he makes his way up, also putting that space jump to good use. And Rogue will start his second try at the Ridley fight. And I'm confident. I believe he will be able to take down Ridley this time. Again, with the much improved ammo situation and beam combo. Rogue is laying power bombs again. I don't really agree with this. I feel like he should just fire off those charge shots. But I mean, I think the biggest concern is making sure that he lives through this fight, since he's running a little bit low on energy now. Okay, I think Ridley's down. Looks like he is down. Let him pick you up. Let him pick you up. Come on, Ridley. There we go. Good job, Rogue. He takes down the final boss and can make his way over to Turian and Mother Brain. And yes, the fitting reserve tank behind Ridley. Sure, Rogue would have appreciated another useful pickup, but not to be. And as a Rogue makes his way into Turian, he's gonna have a lot nicer time having that ice beam to take down the Metroids. Oh, unfortunately, getting grabbed here. And looks like he'll just use the power bomb backup strat. And Rogue decided to just blast his way through the Zeptites. Definitely don't blame him for that. With plenty of ammo. Gotta be a bit careful with that super usage there, but yep. It's through to the second phase of Mother Brain. And has a pretty powerful charge ice plasma. That's just a 30-shot fight for him. Ooh, taking some ketchups to the face. I mean, I love ketchup and all, but you don't want to eat too much, as it's not have that much energy to spare. But he is able to get through, and he will be in completing the seed. Honestly, I completely applaud these both. I mean, both Farflu and Rogue on finishing this seed, which was really trolly, especially for those power bombs. A couple of crucial items for movement were not able to be picked up either. So definitely one of the harder boss rando seeds that we've had this week. And as Rogue takes down the final phase of Mother Brain, has escaped, I will again use this time, of course, to remind everyone, if you're still here, to follow these two runners and follow the tracker. Thank you for staying in here this whole time, Akir. And if you wish, I don't mind if you send me a follow, even though I'm not much of a player or streamer myself. But yes, again, thank you to these runners. I will be actually signing off once Rogue finishes the seed. Thanks for watching, And actually, there's another race that has already started right now on the. Let me just make sure what channel it's on. It is Speed Gaming 2, a really hyped matchup versus Maniacal and Magoo, which you can, head over to right now. No wait, I believe they have just started their race. So again, thanks for watching. Nice spark up the right side for Rogue, and we will see you next mission as we see Rogue complete this race. And Rogue has done with the official SRL time of 2 hours and 54 seconds. GG to Rogue. Oh, and yeah, actually, hi, yeah. Unfortunately, I apologize. I have to leave pretty soon. Although I think I can talk for a minute or so about the seed.
I can't talk long either, so don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, no, I talked to Farfelu about the seed as well. It was pretty crazy. To say it at least.
Honestly, I don't think it was that crazy. It just came down to a strat that I wasn't comfortable with the gravity jump without the high jump. Obviously, it's one that I can do. It's just not one that I've practiced a lot, not one that I'm comfortable with. I think if I had gone down to a lower Norfair much sooner, then I might have actually stood a chance, but just lack of confidence in that one strategy just threw me for a loop and sent me on a wild goose chase.
Just the movement overall just sucked. Not just the late power bombs, but having to deal with the. High jump actually was in the ship, so you just were not going to be able to grab that item, and space jump obviously really late too. This was not a fast seed by any means, even though
No.
It says it's speed run progression, which I don't really understand how that's the case, but yeah.
Honestly, at this point, I think that anything that Varia says as far as what the settings were doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. Okay, the suits at least were not that hard, but yeah, it was they were just giving you E-tanks, not many items for the majority of the seed.
Yeah. It was driving me crazy how many E-tanks we were getting. I'm like, seriously, another E-tank? And yeah, I was seriously worried that Bubble Mountain was just going to be nothing but E-tanks and reserves, and then I would have been just, where do I go from there?
But yeah, props to you and both of you for playing it out. Yeah, it was a good race. You were actually ahead, I'd say, for I'd say like the first half of it, because you found the power bombs a lot earlier than Farflu did. But yeah, just overall, I think he ended up pulling ahead because you were checking all the meridian locations, and then Barry just happened to be just right behind Kraid there. So that was a big time save for Farflu, because he was able to go mode with the bombs, because he picked up bombs earlier as well. So you're just gonna skip the checks.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what I should have done, but I yeah, I was just hoping to get high jump boots somewhere. Didn't pan out, but
Yeah, well, that's where the boss
that's
Rando,
randomizer for
unfortunately,
you.
yeah, comes into play. Because with boss Rando, this is what happens when Phantoon is not vanilla. You're just not going to be able to pick up those wreck ship items
Yeah,
realistically.
yeah, and when I went up to wreck ship, I was like, okay, I am gonna gamble and say that Phantoon is vanilla. Obviously, it wasn't, and that it was pretty much over at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what happens, especially with boss Rando. I mean, already pretty hard to manage Rando as it is. But yeah, I mean, any final comments on the race?
No, not really. Just thanks for the restream. Thanks for commentating, tracking, everyone who does everything to get this put together. Really appreciate all of you, and yeah, just thanks in general.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Ro. On a GG to a good race, and of course GG again to Farfaloo. And again, final reminder: I mean, if you want to watch Rando Speed Gaming 2, right now Maniacal versus Magoo, that would be extremely hyped match. And yeah, we will see you next mission.